Whoops, I clicked the wrong one, but regardless, welcome to another weekly live build, minions, featuring me and my three-dimensional meat hands. But that's fine. They're still good hands. The Schmeat hands. Tonight we're building the AV-X0 Type 0. The very spooky, scary labor featured in Patlabor, the first movie, directed by the impeccable Mamoru Oshii. I love the two Mamoru Oshii Patlabor movies a lot. They're both very good. There's things I don't like about the second one, like, for example, how the cast of Patlabor is barely in it, but I think despite that, it's a very fantastic movie. And just like as usual with most builds, we're starting with its head. One thing I've liked so far about MODEROID's Patlabor kits is that they usually come with like very detailed option parts. Like every kit I built from the Patlabor line so far has come with two heads to get more detail in there. Even the Helldiver had like the commander variant for head, that was just a different color. Yeah, the Type 0 was pretty spooky in that movie. Just controlled by a rogue AI, no one actually piloting it. Some nice color pages in here. It'll show you how to apply the water slide stickers. And just like the other kits in this line, it does come with some nice water slide decals, so you can make it look all nice. Water slide decals are definitely the best looking kind of decals, even if they're a little more difficult to apply. I don't think this is the right one. I think it's this one I want. I'm just gonna put this head together first. It is indeed robot time. Yeah, I'm a big fan of both. I'm a big fan of Patlabor in general, but the movies are fantastic. The first two, anyways. I don't like the third one as much, WX3. That one was not directed by Mamoru Oshii. And you can really tell. It's all... It kind of tries to have Mamoru Oshii's style, but it really doesn't do a good job, in my opinion. Like, none of the... It tries to be deep and kind of fails, whereas Oshii's movies are actually deep, in my opinion. And it has that... I also just don't think, like, weird monsters are very fitting for Patlabor. Because it's the villain, quote-unquote, of Patlabor WX3 is like a weird fish monster. I just don't think that fits that world. Just, it does, I mean, there's been, like, quote-unquote monsters as, like, a gag in the OVAs and show. Yeah, I was about to say that, but, like, they were, like, gags. You weren't meant to take them seriously. Do, 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 do. I don't think this goes on like this. Have I seen this week's episode of Ark? No, not yet. Actually, I'm behind. I didn't watch last week's episode either. I've just fallen behind a little. This episode was insane. Oh, I've definitely got to catch up then. I did hear the last two episodes have been a little better looking. Listen, I wasn't expecting, like, anything near the quality of the OVAs for Getter Arc. I think if you expected that, you were probably a little unhinged. Because one, it's a TV anime. And two, it is the year 2021. Like, you really can't be expecting a 70s era mecha revival that isn't like a special movie or something to look that fantastic. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. Like, Mazinger Infinity looks pretty good, but again, it's a special movie, anniversary movie even. I feel like Getter is just not on the same level, you know? I think maybe I put this part on. There we go. Whoops. You know, maybe this is the wrong headpiece. This might be for the other head. Yeah, I've heard this episode did start diverging from the manga a little, which I'm curious about. Because I think one of the things that was really exciting about this anime adaptation announcement was like the possibility of arc getting finalized in some way. But I mean, you know, I think some divergence is probably inevitable, right? Now, which ears go where? I call them ears. The pieces on the sides of the heads that Labor's always had. They always look like bunny ears to me, which is very appropriate, as you might imagine. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I think this is more right. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Crow King, it's nice to see you here. I'm sorry to hear about your computer issues, but I appreciate your dedication to the Rose Rabbit Army for making it anyways. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. The ears are a little tough to slip on. I am enjoying JoJolion, my reread, a lot. I definitely forgot most of this stuff. It's been a while. But JoJolion is very good. Da-na-na. My favorite part overall is Steel Ball Run. But so far, JoJolion is quite good. It's saying I have to glue these in. Let's see. That does make sense. They're kind of wiggly. Dun 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 dun. Silent voice. Let me get my glue here. Where'd I put it? Wants me to glue the ears on. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. You just finished Double Zeta, Crow King. That's nice to hear. Yeah, Judo's a great protagonist. I like him a lot. He's a good boy. Da na 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 da. Silent voice. Silent voice. Da-na-na. Yeah, Double Zeta is a fantastic show. Don't understand people who say that it's not good. Dun 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 dun. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I thought people are always like, well, it gets better in the second half, but I like the first half too. Like I don't really understand why people are so averse to, like, a different show even in the series. Like, it's not like it's Zeta still having a different tone to the previous one. It's a new show. There we go. Okay, gonna let that sit so it can dry. Bop, bop, bop. Ba 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 bum bum bum. I love how they always give Crossbone its own theme song, but won't give it a show. Maybe someday. Da 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 da. Yeah, I love Yazan is hilarious in Double Zeta, and all like Team Rocket with Mashimer and what's her name? The girl. It's really good. Okay, want to get the Hathaway money to jump before jumping the Crossbone? Maybe. Da 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 da. I honestly don't know much about Johnny Ridden. Like, from my understanding, he wasn't even a real character at first. It's just like, we need to sell more Zaku variants. Let's just make up a guy. And then, like, eventually he got material that actually made him real, a real boy. Dun, 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 dun. The Return of Johnny Ridden series features Yazan after Double Zeta with the redemption arc. Man, I feel like Yazan's a pretty hard character to redeem. I don't know about you. Da-da-da-dum. Bum, 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 bum. They have him job to Char, that's funny. Okay, this is the one for when it's spooky mono eye, like, lifts up. Oh, I see. I have to glue this one too. Da, 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 da. Let me just squeeze that for a second so it sticks. Just for... okay. What is Johnny Ridden himself like, though? Like, I really don't know anything about the guy. I know he's like, I'm also a cool Xeon ace pilot who uses red Zaku's. I'm like, okay, I guess. He has more confirmed kills than Char. Of course. That's how you gotta up the ante, right? That's how escalation works. You just make a guy who's the same, but does the thing better. That's how it works, right? Make up a Gundam guy. Char, but he's bigger. Dun, dun, dun. That's just been what Gundam has been doing for the past, like, 20 years or so. Just do the stuff from UC, but, you know, make it bigger. Johnny Ridden is like Big Boss? Okay. Sure. Again, I'm just like, yeah, sure, okay, whatever. You understand, like, I think most UC side stories are really stupid, just in concept. And mostly, I only care about the stuff Tomino made, so I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. I didn't even know Johnny Ridden was in any Super Robot Wars games. Come on, get in there. There we go. Okay, oop. Alright. Okay, this is tough to keep together. We'll just put it like that. There we go. Leave that to dry. Now we'll move on to the arms. Handling small pieces there. And then I gotta glue them and make sure they all stay together. Da, da. His nickname is Crimson Lightning. Yeah, Johnny Ridden's definitely the most, like, we need a guy to sell toys kind of side story character, I think. Make up a guy. Char 2. Very tiny, clear pieces. Da 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 da. Alien Ann, thank you for following. Welcome to the Rose Rabbit Army. I do these model kit live builds almost every week. Yeah, we're building the Type 0 from Patlabor the movie. This is from MODEROID's line. But I do these live builds almost every week, every Sunday. The next few weeks are going to be hectic, so I don't know if I'll be able to do them then, but I will certainly keep you posted. Yeah, MODEROID kits tend to be a bit more on the expensive side. This one was around 50 bucks, I think. MODEROID, I think it's just kits outside of, you know, Bandai's Gunpla lines, in general, tend to be more expensive. For you know, for understandable reasons. They just, most companies just don't have the pure production power of Bondi. Oh, I see. This is like a shoulder hinge. Interesting. You're building the Master Grade Crossbone X1. Oh, cool. I think, I don't know if I want the Master Grade, but I do like the look of that real grade Crossbone. I'll have to see if, P-Bondi... I think they made an X2, a real grade for the X2, but it was P-Bondi. I'll have to see if that ever gets back in stock. I don't build Master Grades super often, but that's just... I think that's mostly just because there's been kind of a drought of Master Grades until very recently that I've been interested in anyways. I'm looking forward to the Master Grade CeraV from 00 coming out in a few months. The one that can go twink mode. And it comes with it comes with two 1/100 scale pilot figures, one of a regular Tierra in his pilot suit and one of them in the dress. Yeah, the Virtue, not the CeraV, sorry. The CeraV is the one Alleluia pilots, I think? Eggsy Repair 1. Oh, nice. I want to get the, what's it called? The Exia Ignition Kit that has, like, both parts for just a regular Exia and the repair mode. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I've also just, even though it tends to be on the more expensive side, I've enjoyed branching out from Gunpla a little just because, like, there's so many cool series that aren't represented in Gunpla. Like, those Brave series kits that Kotobukiya has been producing. We built Deckard and J-Decker earlier this year, and I have Sky Goldrin in my backlog right now. I can turn around and look at it. So it's been fun in a way to branch out from just pure Gunpla. The 1/6 Dimension Studios Ultraman kit. Oh yeah, I did actually build something from Dimension Studio recently. The their Copy X kit, which was very good. I built their Zero last year too. It's almost been a year already. Wow, but yeah, it was fun. The Dimension Studio kits are definitely pretty unique. I'm interested. I saw on their website that they've done some like Iron Man kits too, based on like the movie suits. I'd be interested in checking one or two of those out sometime. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Very tiny clear piece. Come on. Ta-na-na. Ta-na-na. You've never built a MODEROID or Kotobukiya kit? They tend to be pretty good. Recently, for MODEROID, we built the rest of their Patlabor kits. The Ingram, the regular Ingram, the one that came with the construction labor, the Helldiver, and now this, the Type 0. MODEROID tends to do good kits, so we built some other MODEROID kits. What were the other ones? We built Escaflowne. I think that was actually my first live build, the Escaflowne. Have I built anything else for MODEROID? Let me think. There was the Escaflowne. I think this has just been it, these ones. No, we built, How could I forget the super PPME Bari mode from Pop Team Epic? That was the MODEROID kit. That was another MODEROID kit we built. I have their Dynazine on pre-order too. And their Griffin from Patlabor. I think these are supposed to stick out a bit. Okay. As for Kotobukiya, I mentioned Deckard and J-Decker before, and how I have their Sky Goldran on pre-order. Or not pre-order, I have it. It's here with me in the background, in my backlog. And I also built a bunch of Mega Man kicks from them. We built Zero, the red one that was meant to be Rising Fire from X4, the Force Armor from X4, and the Max Armor from X3. And their Mega Man kits are pretty good. Da 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 da. Let's go like this. You ordered a bunch of non-grade 1/100 kits? Oh, that should be an interesting experience. I've never actually built any no-grades. Let me get a better look at these instructions, because they're literally black. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dun. Oh, I see. I gotta push this in first. And then this claw will attach on. And this is for the shield. It's an interesting way of doing it. Okay. Yeah, there haven't... It's weird how they made a few master grades for 00 kits for a while, and then they just stopped, like, halfway through. Like, they did a bunch of Exias, and then they just stopped. Which is weird, because I feel like 00 is popular enough to warrant getting more master grades. But, you know, like I said, they just stopped making master grades in general for a while. I'm really not sure what the reason was. Dun, 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 dun. Like that, okay. Oh, I think I pushed this too far in. There we go. And now I can do that. Cool, okay. There we go, there's your arm. Do 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 do. Hmm. I'm always scared of applying too much force, but this is not going in all the way. Dun 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 dun. There it goes. Okay. Like I said, always a little worried about applying too much force, but sometimes you really do just need a bit of elbow grease to get things attached. Go. Get this back on. I cut out the parts before streaming. I just think if I did the cutting during, it would not be very interesting to watch that part. That's my opinion anyways. So I do it beforehand and just get right to the fun stuff with it, in my opinion, which is the building. It's not that I don't like cutting, it's just that I don't think it's very entertaining to actually watch, as opposed to building where you can see all the mechanics coming together and stuff, which I think is interesting to like kind of look at. So I just have a like a part separator, like you know, the kind of little box you put different nails in and stuff for that handymen use, and I use that to separate the parts. Like, you know, I've got like the head will go in this compartment, the arms will go in this compartment. Actually, I can just show you, I guess. It's like this. And then I just, when I'm cutting them out, I just go along with the instructions. Like, I start with the head, I cut out all the head first, I clean up the parts, and then I put them in their correct spot. So now let's get to the other arm. Stay in there. Thank you. On the other side. I do like, I really want to pick up the Bondi Master Grade kits they made for, the Ingrams back in the day. Because, especially there's, like, one that comes with, like, actual LED lights for, you know, the headlamps, the police lights. And I think that would be fun to check out. But also because they have, as I recall, actual, like, cloth parts for the joints, whereas, because, you know, in Patlabor, you can see that the joints are covered by, like, a cloth material. These are, to represent that in the MODEROID kits, they just use this molded plastic. This is a good example right here. But the Bondi kits, as I recall, unless I'm thinking of a different line, have actual cloth you just slide over the joints, which I think would be interesting to check out. And they're in a bigger scale too. That's why they're master grades. I definitely want to see if I can get my hands on those someday. I'm putting this on the wrong way. In fact, I put these on backwards. Yeah, Patlabor's designs are pretty fantastic. I unfortunately can't just, the labors, the construction labors as well, the patrol labors. The military ones, the Helldivers, are pretty strong designs too. Like, they're just very simple, but there's a sort of perfection in that simplicity that I like a lot. Oops. Come on, get in there. Okay. Alright. Da, da, da. Da 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 dum. This one's a little bit more simpler because it doesn't have the attachment for the shield to worry about. Da 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 da. I definitely like the proportions of the MODEROID kits as well. You can see it here in the bend of the arms that it's very dynamic, a little bit almost Obari-esque, I would say. It especially looks good for the Type 0. It's supposed to be very imposing. Come on, get on there. Ooh, ah, there we go. So there's the arms. Next up is the chest unit. Da 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 da. Need this one. This is the one for this side. And then the other one is right here. To these shoulder joints. Da, 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 da. There we go. There's the shoulder unit. So this one has to point forward, and the other one has to point up. Yeah, this one. Like this. There we go. And then, there we go, this panel here to cover up that. Da, da. Da-na-na-na. And then this attaches to the bottom of the shoulders joints. There we go. Da, da. There we go, looking good. So this is the main waist here, and then we're going to put on the armor. I think I had it right the first time. Yeah, there we go. I definitely love the proportions of the Type 0 in general. Right? It looks, it's like a lot thinner and more agile looking than the regular Patlabor Ingram. The regular Ingram. It looks very, it's like very threatening and sharp. It looks, even, you know, disregarding its actually sharp fingers, it looks just like sharp in general. Very pointy, very angular, and I think that's very cool. It's like, I mean, I guess it's a bit on the nose, but they sure designed this cop robot to look evil as hell. Da 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 da. One thing I've always liked about Patlabor designs is these like exposed pistons in the neck. Like right here. I always thought those looked cool. It's like something that's like consistent with almost every like labor, or like at least the patrol labors that I always thought looked cool. These are meant to like slide up and down a bit. Okay. Da 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 da. Get on there. There we go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. This is strange. Trying to make the best of this, but this piece here looks a little warped. Right, like it's supposed to be straight back, these pieces, these parts coming off the end. I think, anyways. Oh no, wait, I think I see. Hang on. It does look a little uneven. I think I've got it. Yeah, that is a little strange. The pieces, you can see like the stressing here. The pieces, I didn't like do anything to them. They just came like this. It looks a little warped, but I was able to get it in right. But it's strange. It's not too noticeable, the warping, so it's not a problem. But it did make me a little scared about putting it together for a second there. Looks okay now, though. X-ways. Anyways, it's safe, nothing's broken, so it's fine, and we'll move on to the leg here. Okay. Da-da-da. My one problem with instruction manuals for MODEROID is that a lot of the time the pieces aren't shown to scale, so I get a little confused, but it's not really a big deal. I just think it's kind of a strange quirk specific to MODEROID. I've only seen it with them. Ta-da! Now those are some stepping heels, if I do say so myself. So this is gonna be glued here. Other Patlabor kits were like this where these like protrusions had to be glued on, so nothing new there. Do you remember it being a little finicky to get them in sometimes though? There we go. Like that. That piece sticking up is what we just glued in. I'm not trying to make people heel lickers, I just appreciate a good pair of heels. My boots are the only ones you should be thinking about anyways. I see. So this next one. This will go on here. this is the leg internals, I see. I think, okay, there we go. Just had to move it a little. That should be fine. This is our knee. And this just slides in. So it should. There we go. So there's one leg. Mostly. Okay, there we go. Alright. I understand now. I understand the plan here. There's one foot. Now for the other one. I also like it when mechs have high heels. If you like mechs with heels, you should check out every mech ever designed by Nagano, especially in 5-star stories. Many good steppy robots there. Da da da. Has there been a mecha with pile bunker high heels? No, but that is a fascinating idea. At least not that I know of. Like, to do cool kicks with? That would be really cool, actually. I would be down to see that happen. Someday. Like, doing cool explosive kicks. That would be awesome. Da-da-da-da-da. That seems like something Trigger would do. You're right. That is a very Trigger idea. I applaud you for it. Yeah, do big jumps with them. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. You should do something with that, or I should steal it and do something with it. Da da da. Da 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 da. Picturing a mech that puts another mech in a headlock with one leg and then pile bunkers it with the other. Well, now you're just being sexy. Don't get me all worked up here. Da. You gotta love standard Super Robot Wars battle theme. Pretty sure this is in every Super Robot Wars game. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Almost done with this foot. Oh, I put the neon upside down, silly me. That's funny. bum ba dum ba da da. Stoner Sunshine. Dun 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 dun. Stoner Sunshine is definitely top 10 cool super robot attacks. I don't know where Ken Ishikawa came up with that name, but it's still really good. Anyways, there's the other leg done. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Dun 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 dun. Oh. There's the main body. Next up is some very few accessories. As you'll remember from the movie, the Type 0 doesn't really have a lot of weapons. It just kind of, you know, got into a barehanded fist fight with Noah Izumi. With its long, supple fingers, its yaoi hands, as you might say. We have some good options there. Let's put on these police lights too. Yeah, it's a pure rushdown character. Does not give a damn about your guns or anything of the like. It's just gonna come at you, claws first. And then we've got the little neck joints for the heads. Let's try and put this on without making anything else fall off. Too late. Too late, I jinxed myself. Oh boy. I've gotta, like, re-glue those now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Dun-da-dun. Berserker charge? I don't know. These neck joints are really tiny. That's a big problem. Let me try to do the other one first. Dun, 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 dun. This is tough to get in there. Maybe I should have put these neck joints on first, but how was I to know? Oh, this is a tough one. Yeah, the ear parts are just gonna fall out when I try to push it in. I'll have to glue them back on if I want to get this piece in. Okay, got it in. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Come on. Get in there. Popped off. Oh my gosh. This is a tough one. I'm worried about it. Like, if you want to ever change heads, it's gonna be a real pain. That's what I'm thinking about right now. We'll go with that for now. And worry about the rest in a second. But yeah, we have some good hand options here. We got the totally straight hand, you know, it attacked Noah with. You know, sliced, it like held her up with it by the neck by going like, it like scooped under. It's a good hand. Then just kind of some more basic, like palm down and slightly clutching hands, which I think is good. Very sharp fingers. Watch out for that. Don't want to poke yourself. And then the shield is just all one solid piece. Yeah, it's gonna do like Berserker Barrage on you or something. Berserker Barrage. Hey, don't pop that off. See, if a piece pops off, then I gotta work around the head so the head parts don't pop off. Oops. It's true, it does have dive kick effective high heels. Like, you could do some dive kicks with those heels. Yeah, being finicky is probably this kit's biggest problem with the head parts. Like, you've got to make sure those things are glued on securely, or they'll... Like, anytime you just want to change heads, they'll just... the ears will just fall right off. Get back on there, dummy. Yeah, see, the ear fell off again. But, yeah, there's the main kit. Pretty good, solid overall, I would say. Oh, I forgot one thing. Let's just leave that for now. We do have the, extendo arm. So you can just take this arm out. You just attach the arm on the end of this. Oops. Split it right down the middle. And then you just attach the extension at the end of the arm. And it's just like, you know, Patlabor, where it had the extendo arm, you know, usually used for reaching down and pulling out a gun, but, you know, it just used it to attack. Pretty cool. But yeah, I guess my only complaints about this kit are the head parts that you really gotta just glue together pretty solidly, or else it's gonna make, anytime you want to use a different head, it's gonna be a real pain, because these will just fall off, or the whole thing will fall off in the case, it will fall apart in the case of the other head. But otherwise, it's pretty solid, and I obviously, I love the design. It also has a thing I noticed with the original Patlabor kit, where these leg joints are kind of loose, and you can see it wiggling. And because it's just kind of like sticks in there that's holding this thigh and these plates together, if you like try to force it too much, it'll just snap. So yeah. So just be careful about that, because that's what happened to my original Ingram. So just look out, just things to look out for. But otherwise, it's a fine kit that I like a lot. It's cool. Yeah, the Type 0 is a pretty solid one. And I'm glad it came with basically everything. Right? You always worry if they're going to forget, you know, the shield or something, because it didn't use the shield for that long in the movie. And it also comes with these nice water slide decals to make it look perfect. So, that's... yeah, I think MODEROID is usually good about including stuff like those, so I'm glad we have it all here. I'm going to put the heads back together. Going to glue them better. And, next time, for the next Livebuild, we're going to be putting together the Master Grade Gundam Mark V, which is a design I like a lot. It was a premium Bandai kit, so I had to wait a while to get it in, but it's here now, and we're going to be putting that together next time. So look forward to that, and thank you for joining, everybody. Good night.